Well, Amanda, I just said, let's go win it.
When you look at this Panthers team, there are so many storylines as we enter into the 2019 season. The first one that is certainly concerning to most of us here in the upstate is whether this will be the last training camp here at Wofford College. They're building a new facility in Rock Hill. We're not 100% sure if this is going to be the last year at Wofford. There's been no official statement, but you got to figure if it's not this year, that time is coming quickly.
Win and get in. Hey there, I'm Aaron Cheslock. The most hyped conference championship of the weekend. The Tigers looking for redemption for their one loss this season. All the storylines talked about leading up to kickoff between Clemson and Notre Dame. The only one that truly matters, a Tigers win sends them back to the college football playoff. The streak of sixes. Dabo Swinney and the Tigers in search of their sixth straight conference title on a return trip to the playoff for the sixth consecutive season. Pick it up in the first quarter. Notre Dame gets the ball first and comes out hot. Then 3rd and 8, James Skalski. Remember, he didn't play in the first meeting. A big sack on Ian Book forces the field goal. Jonathan Dorr does drill the 51-yarder, and the Irish take a 3-0 lead. Tigers' first possession, Trevor Lawrence looking for Cornell Powell here. Good play by the defense, gets tipped and then picked by Kyle Hamilton, but Notre Dame will miss a chip shot field goal after that, and when you don't convert against Clemson, it's almost impossible to beat them. Ensuing drive, the Clemson offense clicks. Lawrence to Amari Rogers, and no one's in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. 67 yards to the house. The Tigers take the lead.
The anticipation for the Masters tournament is officially over. The tournament has begun, and a lot of folks are still out on the course playing. For our local guys, Dustin Johnson and Kevin Kisner hanging around even par. They're out on the course right now. Former Clemson Tiger Kyle Stanley already in the clubhouse. He shot even par for the day. He was 2 over, but managed to fight his way back.
Begin with the Panthers, who take on a familiar face in a new place. Ron Rivera and the Washington football team. 9 seasons calling the shots in Carolina. Remember, just 2 days after the Panthers lost to D.C. last season, Rivera fired from Carolina. Now a chance at some revenge against the black and blue while getting his new team to the playoffs. Rivera said it's all about the playoff push this week. He's not looking for revenge. A win would clinch the NFC East title. Pick it up in the first quarter. No score. Steven Sims muffs the punt here. And Brandon Zylstra, Johnny on the spot.
Pretty incredible. Women's wrestling, the fastest growing sport in the country, according to Presbyterian. About 22,000 girls are wrestling at the high school level right now. But it's only sanctioned at the prep level in 21 states, not North or South Carolina, which means that hundreds of girls are forced to wrestle boys the majority of the time as they come up through the ranks. Now, some hate it, others say it makes them tougher, but each wants to grapple in their own class of girls. A night of relaxing.
Have you studied for it?
It's not the norm for Lillian Humphreys, but the sophomore at Presbyterian, along with her teammates, just made history.
Are you ready?
The first ever home match for the Blue Hose, the first women's Division I college wrestling program. Combined 6 hours of total delay time when it was all said and done. I'm standing here in front of the 9th hole, though, and the sky cleared up for the most part for a while. There's a little bit of cloud cover starting to come back in now. I'll let Kendra tell you about that, of course, whether not exactly my expertise. However, I do know that it is hard to play golf when it's raining. Well, the big storyline coming into this game, of course, Trevor Lawrence not making the start for the Tigers for the first time this year. Very quickly, the storyline turned twofold. First, the freshman quarterback making his first start for Clemson, DJ Uiagalelei. Very quickly, it turned into DJ Uiagalelei. He was sensational. 62-17. You know, they call it the ACC Championship for the Atlantic Coast Conference, but you might as well name it the annual Clemson Championship because, as you just mentioned, 5 straight years, the confetti falls orange and white. It was domination. The biggest signing in state belongs to the Gamecocks. Jordan Birch, the top player in South Carolina, stays home at the University of South Carolina. The 5-star defensive end out of Hammond in the Midlands had Clemson, Georgia, LSU, and SC in his final mix. Hey there, I'm Aaron Cheslock. More from South Carolina in a bit. Well, the Tigers might have missed on Birch. They didn't miss much.